What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight, in the Brew Lab, I'm feeling a little bit disgusted with myself. I must be perfectly honest. This is gonna be for the third freaking night in the Brew Lab in a freaking row. Yet another control deck. But honestly, it hasn't felt more necessary than it feels right now, like in a very, very long time. The turn 3 kill type people, and if not them, then the OTK, Golgari, Innkeeper's Talent people are currently running the meta, just ruling the roost. And since I'm still managing to hang around in the sort of top 200 Mythic, it's over there more prevalent than any other tier I was on earlier in the season. It's just disgusting. So it is what it is. I have to do it. I'm not going to join them. Although, you know, I already have, which is also kind of my problem being a content creator. I already have done those decks, and I can't keep trying other kind of aggressive ones or other things because I'll get killed by turn 3. So I'm sort of forced. My hand is being forced here. And I guess I'll take that as an excuse. So for tonight, very, very few new cards, which is even more disgusting, I know. But post-rotation doesn't just mean we're gonna only play Bloomburrow cards. Also because there are very few cards in Bloomburrow that are good for control. So gonna have to sort of rely on some of my rotation-proof brews from just before the set dropped, and now that rotation has happened, they are much more viable. I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this already with some of your, you know, decks that they literally just got better because answers to certain things are missing. You know, potentially, you know, there's a gap in which now they can flourish. And one of these such brews is what I'm going to be showing you tonight. And so, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Simply called Bant Cornucopia, and I've been working on domain as well. Wow, I feel gross, but Bant Cornucopia particularly, and I guess there's a one black pip there. I wonder if you can guess why. But all I've done here really to update it into the more recent meta is throw in some fables, and I may even go to a 4th copy here because we do have quite enough basics to make it happen. And the domain one has 4 copies. I think this one can get away with 3 because it's essentially Bant, the only one black swamp, and of course we can produce black mana with the Ancient Cornucopia, with the occasional Mirrex. And when you have a Pit of Offerings enter the battlefield and you exile something from the opponent's graveyard that produces black mana. So, you know, plenty of ways to cast Atraxa, which is going to be putting a bunch of cards into our hand more often than not. Yay. 26 lands, of course, for any sort of deck like this. So, yeah. The only new card in the actual main deck, air quotes because it's a reprint, is Fabled Passage. But I'm not going to leave you hanging. There is an actual new card here in the sideboard in the form of For the Common Good. And the combo here is a good one. It's definitely win more, because I'm about to describe what the plan is here, but Doppelgang is the first thing that you're always going to go fetch with your Invasion of Arcavios. Finally, I get to play this card in a shell that feels good to me, the type of control that isn't just a bunch of counter spells a la CGB. This one is like a sort of Swiss Army knife, more grindy sort of a control. Yes, we have counter spells, of course. They work really well, especially normalized with the Ancient Cornucopia. But, where was I? The first Invasion of Arcavios that you manage to cast, you're going to use to go, ooh, how do I not have, I beg your pardon, I need to put in a cave. Cavern for the Atraxa, so we can get it past counter spells. There we go. One less Mirrex, fine. You go and fetch up your Doppelgang. Once you have Doppelgang, then the engine can begin. And that is also why we have 2 invasions in case the opponent counters the first one, or whatever the case might be, then we may be able to find another one, because we really need to find that Doppelgang. Of course, this is all just like those matches that the opponent is kind enough to let go far enough. Often enough against control, it's I beg your pardon, against aggro, it's just a clear, resolve a temporary lockdown, and then a little later in the game resolve a Atraxa. Scoop-de-doo. But when you're playing against, grindy Golgari who thinks they're still going to be able to get ya, or another control mage, or someone else who's doing something similar, then, sorry for the long-winded point, you go get the Doppelgang, and now you can start copying things. And of course, the first time you fire off your Doppelgang, one of the targets, you wouldn't want to just fire it off for X's 1, or whatever, one copy of a thing. Get yourself, you need a minimum of 8 mana, and then you can do a double copy with the Doppelgang, and you'll select the Invasion of Arcavios again with one of them, and then with the other one, probably the Cornucopia or some lands, right? So that you can ramp. And then now you're going to be getting 2 copies of Cornucopia. One of them enters the battlefield. Immediately go and search for your Doppelgang, because Cornucopia, I beg your pardon, Arcavios doesn't only allow you to search for things outside of the game. It is also from your library or from your graveyard, which makes it just so much better. So kind of looping things. You go and you make sure that at least one of the copies that you made goes and refetches your Doppelgang that you just cast from the graveyard, put it back into your hand, so you can keep this whole thing going. With the second copy, you go and access your sideboard again. This time we go and grab for the common good, which says that you can create X tokens that are copies of target token you control. The tokens you control gain indestructible until your next turn. Not relevant in this particular deck. And you gain 1 life for each token you control, which has led to some banana turns. But if you read Doppelgang carefully, what happens is if you've copied one of your lands, and one of the many win cons here, and the one that I'm most trying to do at least once tonight, is we're going to be using the Doppelgang to copy one of our deserts. We have at least 3 of them in the deck, 1 per each of the color combinations in Bant. And of course, when they enter the battlefield, bing, bing, bing. But not only that, the Doppelgang creates tokens that are copies of that permanent. So now, with the common good, you can make copies of those. And the common good is only 2x, not 3x, so cheaper than the Doppelgang. So then you can dump all of the mana that you generated off of the previous Doppelgang loop, which is only the first time you've actually casted. You can cast for the common good and select one of your deserts. And then it's just going to go banana town with all of the damage, ping, 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 and you're going to gain a bunch of life. Of course, the Swiss Army knife approach also means that we can potentially just end the game with a gigantic World Souls Rage to the face. We can Outrageous Robbery the opponent's entire library. We can cast a White Sun's Twilight for X as a bajillion. Relive the Past is an interesting one. You probably don't even know this card exists because it's not that good for a rare. Weird. But for 7 mana, which at the point at which you'll be casting this in a game with a deck like this, doesn't really matter. And you can then return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 land, and up to 1 non-aura enchantment from your graveyard to the battlefield, and they become 5/5 elemental creatures in addition to their other type. Just cash. And you can go, of course, we've got at least 1 of each of those things in the deck, so that's pretty cool. Breach the Multiverse. You know what I'm talking about. Ridiculously silly stuff. And, you know, the rest is just a hodgepodge collection of things that will allow us to survive in this meta. Most importantly, the lockdown, of course, Sunfall. But then, you know, maybe I should have said most importantly, the Cornucopia. So with our plethora of multicolored spells, No More Lies, Make Your Own Luck, Grand Atraxa, and some here in the side, we're going to be gaining a lot of life with Cornucopia, which is also, of course, a fantastic thing to copy with the Doppelgang. Don't forget, you can also copy your Cornucopia with 3 steps ahead. Card draw plenty. Spelunking so that our deserts enter untapped, so that we can immediately use whatever mana we copy with Doppelgang to cast something else. You can see where I'm going with this. I don't think I need to belabor this point any further. I've done enough blabbing in this deck tech. And the one last thing I wanted to mention is Spelunking. If you know, that's why we have the Pit of Offerings. Not only is it a little bit of graveyard hate and could potentially fix your mana, with Spelunking, enters the battlefield, you play the Pit of the Offerings, you also gain 4 life because it's a cave. And didn't want to go for too many Up the Beanstalks because honestly, I've risked decking myself way too many times with this card, and there's often times where I cast a temporary lockdown on myself, even if there's no targets on the opponent's board, just to get rid of it, because I risk decking myself. Between Make Your Own Luck, you know, Up the Beanstalk, the Atraxa, Reload, the draw from 3 steps ahead, like, it's been a risk, definitely, in some matches that go longer. That's the deck. Enough talking, Lone Fox. Let's jump into some games. See how the deck performs on the upper Mythic ladder. So far, oh, so very good. This onslaught of Rakdos or whatever aggro things with the Callous Sellsword is just not very pleasant. Okay, so we've dropped about 50 points since the last match. That is a fantastic opening hand. Although I would like a white source, but that's okay. We'll get there, I promise. Probably just gonna... Well, let's see. Hopefully we get a white source off the top. I might have had to mulligan that, but I see a Cornucopia. I get very happy. I beg your pardon. Oh, I should have played the Pit. Oh, that was silly. That was silly. The bat? No bat. Okay. It's a miracle. Oh, there's Gissa. That's no good. Does Gissa... Yeah, she destroys enchantments, so we can't play that. Let's get the Cornucopia down. That we have 1 source of white. We need to get to this quickly. Like, very quickly. A white source would be just great. Could be Terra Sunder though. Okay. Oh, baby, baby. Here we go. That's when the deck just listens, you know? Those are the types of situations that you run into where... Oh, it's probably going to be... Oh, goddamn Liliana now. But, in the Domain deck, which plays a lot of the same cards, where, like, you want that white source and you just don't freaking get it, unfortunately. And that's terrible. Okay. Three mana available, all kinds of options. I don't want to use the Get Lost because I think this might be the... ooh. Fantastic. Fantastic. What? Since when do people play this? I guess since the meta has shifted, he's going to kill that. Cool. We have no colorless things, so let's Grab that. Ooh, hello. Let's see if I actually need to cast something to kill this. I kind of really want to keep my Spelunking. So, yeah. A pity. Cool. That's great. That's fantastic. So Spelunking is going to take one for the team. I would assume that's what he's going to do. But this just now, like, severely reduced the chances of him... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is just going to die immediately. Of course, I know that. I'm just signaling to the opponent that I have nothing. Bye-bye, Spelunking. Here comes Atraxa. And even if he kills it immediately, the life gain and the value that we're about to get off of this is going to be just back-breaking stuff. Okay. It's 8 life gained. Just, you know. Go for the throat. Okay. Sure. Let's get another Atraxa. Let's get a island. Because did I play a land for the turn? Yes. So then let's get a Mirrex instead. And another Cornucopia, I guess. Probably discarding the lockdown. I don't think we need another Cornucopia. It's enough. Anyway, we can copy the ones we have with the 3 steps ahead. I'm keeping the lockdown also because of things like this, and also maybe the yeah, I don't need to play Atraxa now. The Innkeeper's Talent. Oh, this is going beautifully. It's doing exactly what we want to do. Guy Koshi. Oh, bugger. It's got another. Sure. I've got so much life. It's like, who cares? What you got for me, boy? I can do 3 steps ahead. All the modes. Copy Cornucopia. Draw cards. The works. The problem is he knows I have it, so he won't over commit. So even if he doesn't cast something that I can copy, I will fire it off anyway. Because then he may think I don't have another one. And we can catch that Vraska on the way down next time. Aha, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Very good idea to play this. Very expensive. 6 mana. But it's freaking one of the modes on Farewell. So, you know, we all thought Farewell would be gone. There's the green one now. The green season. One of the modes does the same thing. And we've also got Desist. I mean, it's obviously not quite as good as Farewell, but the fact that you get the versatility of the card draw and the life gain and the graveyard hate. Honestly, nice tech, mate. That's the first person I've seen playing that in this Golgari midrange pile. Love ingenuity. Did not find Invasion of Arcavios. Did not find Make Your Own Luck. Just one of the best cards in the deck by a long shot. That plotting, plotting a free Atraxa, for next turn, basically. 5 mana, plot an Atraxa, put 2 more cards in your hand, and gain potentially 2 life or more if you have more Cornucopias. That's a real pity. Should I be really stupid and keep this? Because we can go Island, Island, Cornucopia with the Mirrex, then Cornucopia will fix our mana a bit, and we can work our way towards, we'll play another Cornucopia the next turn. It's very slow. And, if it's aggro, we don't have a lockdown, and even if we top deck a lockdown, we don't have the mana to cast it. So this is gonna be a mulligan. I reckon that thing's trying to put me out of a job. Grizzly Bill, the Cactus Folk Gardener. Such a sick piece of art, man. Just one of my favorites, honestly. And that's even with the Bloomburrow, which has had just wow. You can complain however much you like about Magic the Gathering. One thing you cannot do is say that the art is crap. Rakdos lizards will be my guess. Lizard avatar, lizard everything. Let's give him the old sleepy face lady. And maybe some caca. Caca. Oh, pop quiz. This will be my way of testing which of you watch to the end. Movie where famously, oh my god, what's the guy who plays Stifler called? The actor? Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep this one. The Stifler actor, Sean something, and there's that. It's a movie, and he goes into a mall and he goes caca, which I'm fairly certain is where they, what they were alluding to here. I mean, everybody that works at WotC is an even bigger nerd than me, if that's possible. Rocket Man! His internet is buggering out. Rocket Man! Great content. Let's all watch someone's timer countdown. But a free win is a free win. And I will put it down in the timestamps, as I did in the, was it Jeskai? Yeah, the Jeskai list. When we were playing against Mono Blue and my entire block of neighborhood electricity went down. If there's something boring like that, I'll make sure to timestamp it so you guys can just go boop, skip the boredom. And one of these days, when I have more time, which the way my work schedule is looking for the rest of this high season, won't be any time very soon, but eventually I'll start editing better, because I can actually edit pretty well. I do know my way around an editing suite, but I do my videos in one take, not only to prove to you guys that I'm not cherry picking the best wins from the night, but also to save time. Yes. Freaking phenomenal hand. Oh, you beauty. Looks like we're playing against control. I played the wrong card. Oh my gosh. Cannot believe I just did that. I am disgusted with myself. We could have countered that, and it would have been glorious. Is that a one little gap in my deck that I have omitted to include a freaking answer to artifacts? Except for in my sideboard? No. Oh my goodness. I think we may need to put maybe the green season in the side. Yeah, that's gotta go. We're just gonna have to not let him trigger it for as long as possible. Okay, stuff it. we'll find a Sunfall. I just want him to tap out a bit here so that we can actually okay, it's a very different take on this list. He's going for more creatures, which I applaud. Whatevs. Let's grab my own 3 steps ahead, get rid of that, and just hope and pray doesn't have a counter spot. Oh. Nope. There it is. So that'll get rid of all the constructs briefly. And we're on Atraxa time now. Thankfully. The wind is howling outside my house. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys quick. Yeah. Ooh. There goes my beanstalk. Little misplay. And boom. Another Atraxa, Spelunking. Make your own luck. Fable. Nah, we don't. We're gonna end up having to discard too much stuff. We've already got. That's fine. So discarding a Sanctum and the Pit. This gives protection from red and green, so he can swing past. Ooh, that's clever. That's very clever. However, very nice. Sure. We still have the 2 blue with the Cornucopia for our counter magic. And we're on 21 life, so I'm not feeling too scared about this damn Simulacrum. As he got 2 mana, these aren't, none of these are tapping for anything. So we can use the No More Lies, of course, much better. We'll probably get a scoop out of the opponent. When can this thing flip again? Transform again. Activate only if you have attacked with 3 or more creatures. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah. Back into the top 200, baby! Okay, let's get an Arcavios going, please. At least one of these matches. it's a different type of curse. It's still a streamer's curse, but it's not like bad luck. It's just the one where you have a thing you want to showcase and you play like 6 games on the camera and you don't get to do it once, and then like in the matches that you just played before you hit record, did it twice. So fingers crossed. We're not too deep into the video. I've still got a good 15 to 20 minutes to dedicate to this brew before I try to do some domain nonsense. Oh god, I play this guy so often. This is going to be the mono red deck. I'm fairly certain of that. Okay. So let's lead with the Fable, get a blue. Is this someone that's well known? He's always so high in Mythic. Okay. I'm assuming... okay, so now... Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, it's not the guy who always plays red and Rakdos and stuff. This is going to be the Golgari list. I think. Let's see. Oh, also blue. Oof. Maybe it's also domain of some form or another. So far we're looking at Esper. And I'm the one holding 2 normalize, so that's pretty nice. Okay, it's gonna be one of these where we just stare at each other. What do I need? I need a second white. It's worth a try. Nah, not yet. There's no hurry. Why are we hurrying? This is always how I lose games. And I didn't play my pit because I wanna... See, now we can try and beta a counter. Clever laddie. You're a clever laddie, aren't ya? In these matches, the Mirrex. Maybe I got my wish, huh? Maybe we're actually gonna get to see. Yeah, I can still hold up no more lies. Let's see if this is allowed to enter. Yay! And I did not yet play my land for the turn. So I can also play this out. Bonk! Sure. I have how many copies of I got 2 Demolition Fields, which has become sort of my go-to amount of late. Why would you tap my blue? The auto tapper. Once again. Into the fray. If we lose to a Mirrex, I'm gonna be very, very, very annoyed. Yep. I really need to find those bloody freaking things. What a boring game. Discard, please. So it looks like the opponent's playing Esper control. And I have a feeling, a sneaking suspicion, that there is some pretty severe nonsense going on. How boring can you possibly get, honestly? Ha! In the nick of time. Something that can at least... Oh, no! Really? Go on. Smite me. Cool, we don't even have to discard. We are anyway gonna go to 8. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put in... Oh my god, dude. You are a real slimy bug, aren't you? Okay, so it's time for a Sunfall. We really need to find that freaking... And he's got another Mirrex. Yeah, this game's so over. Nice. Esper control. Someone's actually freaking doing this already. Alright, good game.
That's just a start.
Got like a Breach the Multiverse. Maybe. Kaito.
On an army myself if I have to. I got
so just
intel.
Esper walkers. Wow. Mind-boggling. You can only make okay. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we can make black. But only one black. in my library. There's really nothing that deals with this. Okay, so I guess, I mean, I have to stick with what I said, right? We have both a Get Lost and a he's gonna make a token. We Get Lost it. Walker's top 80 mythic.
Phyrexia's secrets won't stay hidden for long.
Having a discard down to hand size. He's got no blue. He's got no blue, guys. He's got no blue. This could be it. He only has 2 blue lands. Oh! I guess he could pay, but then he wouldn't have enough. This means we are probably going to be able to get rid of some of these freaking things off the board. Well, he's got no blue, so I'm gonna do this. How many times can we do it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. Damn it. Yeah. So I'm gonna copy his. I'm gonna copy mine. Not. Oh yes. And oh yes. Now he's welcome to use the demolition field now. Doesn't do it yet. Oh. Okay. Oh. Fine. Now we're going to use man's lands to protect ourselves, or should we hardcast Atraxa? So we need to make sure that I still have enough white and blue to turn this on once. Anyway, we're gonna be allowed to fetch up one of our own basics, if there are even any left. Wow, okay.
Your time's almost up.
This costs 1 white, 1 blue.
That should be enough of a distraction.
Blue. White. This is all tapped. Blue. White. Also edict, these are tokens, sorry. Ooh. I think we've got him, guys. I think. I mean, we're on 6 life. Okay, that's a tapped Mirrex. Whew, that is a tapped Mirrex. I guess he's gonna make a spirit. Would be my guess. He made a few misplays. He could have sacked his Demolition Field, or you know, yeah, he could have done things differently. Also, the edict was a mistake there. He should have said a creature token, not a non-token creature. I don't know why he did that. Regardless, we had to, so that's pretty cool. Okay, let's start doing some broken things. Now that we don't risk dying of poison. Let's get rid of the damn planeswalkers, please. At least the one that's actually, you know, a win con here for him. And then let's go and get our doppelgang back out of the graveyard, and let's discard Up the Beanstalk. Whew. We're still in it.
Sometimes the winning move is to sit and watch.
We're still in it. Sure. Cool story, bro.
It's nice to see a familiar face.
How many times can we doppelgang? But I'm worried about counter magic. Well, free cornucopia goes without saying. Decline. We have the cavern for Atraxa. We get rid of you. Oh. Use up that counter spell, please. Okay. Sure. There we go. There we go. Okay. Still haven't gone to attacks. How much mana do I still have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can doppelgang for 2. But he's gonna have a counter spell. I'm pretty certain of that. So we get rid of his little dude. Alright. Really very little left in our graveyard here. Sorry, in our library.
Now it's a real fight.
What? Now a demolition field? Okay.
Who's that handsome devil?
Even I learned something. I'm sure we'll laugh about this later.
I won't lose these. Do I have any more copies of 3 Steps Ahead in my deck? I have 1 left. Hard counter.
Knowledge is meant to be shared.
Be playing some pretty random stuff up in this here. Easy.
I guess you're not joking around.
Bruh. 1, 2. So 1, 2. Yeah, no, we're not doppelganging now. That's for damn sure. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me, man? What a crock of poop. Cool story. I knew you had that. Exactly. Gotta dig through all of them lands. He's going for the Mirrex. Hell yeah.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
Interesting. I guess I did ask for one of these. Ask and you shall receive. He knows I have the doppelgang. This is the problem. Line. Down to 9 cards in hand. Ooh. Okay. Thank God. We need to do the math here. So, I need to hold up 3 mana for 3 steps ahead and 2 mana for normalize. So that's 5 that I can't use. 1, 2 for the initial cost of Doppelgang, which leaves me with 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4 Doppelgangs. A 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that enough white still? 1, 2 white. Yeah. On look. Okay, so the one that I need to counter is this one. And if he has another counter, we have it, you know, there we go. We have the 3. Woo, baby. Sideboard. Let's get World Souls Rage. Sideboard. Let's get Outrageous Robbery. Sideboard. Let's get For the Common Good. Graveyard. Let's get the Doppelgang back. Where is it? There it is. Oh, yes. He's got 18 cards left in the library. Let's go. Where can we go? No. What? How much mana have we got? Now. 4, 8, 12, 13. 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, one short. No. Yeah. Sent freaking packing, mate. Sent freaking packing. That's how it's done. That's how it's done, people. It's a very, very, very patience game. Control. Oh my god, I can't believe we won that. We've arrived at the 1 hour mark. I think we can absolutely leave it at that. I got exactly what I wanted. One of these matches against one of these opponents that's just got too high of a rank, and probably exactly the kind of deck to combat what I'm doing, to be able to take it long enough for me to fully... And we got there. I mean, at one point we were 1 might token away from death, and we still beat the guy. Number 82. Off you go, my friend. Thank you for the match. That is going to have to be it for this one, guys. There is no more time left in the video, but there is time for a little bit of statistics. So we're going to quickly jump into that. And then I'm going to jump back into the deck with a few final thoughts. Is that already picked up the latest match? 7 for 2. Yep. 4-0 in the most recent little run. Feels pretty spectacular to me. I'm going to make it visible for you guys to go copy and enjoy. Of course, as always, as you know, it's available everywhere. Just look in the description. But I think if you're into this kind of domain decks, very, very grindy, mid-range with a heavy control slant, this might be where you want to go. And you've probably already got all the cards, because there's literally no cards in here except for the common good that are from the latest set. The last thing I will do, now that we're jumping back in with some final thoughts, I will I will take out this thing, and I will put in the green season. It can be potentially pretty good, all the modes here. But most importantly, pick artifacts or enchantments, destroy all the permanents of the chosen type. Yes, we run some of our own, but as you can see, you know, there's some situations like that match up against the artifact mage, where that would have been really, really handy. We have no other way of dealing with artifacts cleanly. In this color combination, there's some weird stuff, you know, that'll just be stupid to play, like Disenchant, or there's a Spree card that, you know, there's obviously artifact hate in white and green, but nothing that's like you want a main deck. So since we're going with this Swiss Army knife approach, let's put a season here. So now a total of 2 new cards in the entirety of the deck. But that is gonna definitely finally be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, kindly consider liking the video, commenting, subscribing, share it around. I'll be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the Brew Lab, signing out. Peace, y'all.